to my channel. It is 2020, it is a new year, so I thought, why not do a get ready with me of like my simple everyday makeup, as well as do like a quick life update of like what's been going on. So I have my little tray on my bed. Let me try and see if I can hold this up without dropping it. Of the products I'm going to use. I actually don't really keep candles on this tray. But anyway, I hope everybody had an amazing new year. I hope that you guys had an awesome 2019. The end of a decade. Wow. So let's do some updates. So I'm going to take off my glasses so we can start. So for me, 2019 was interesting. Also, sorry about my voice. I actually am getting over a case of having like a really sore throat and laryngitis, so I still sound a bit hoarse. So my apologies. But yeah, 2019 was really interesting. As you guys know, as you guys should know, or maybe not, I'm unemployed. So I lost my job in 2019, but that is okay because great things are gonna happen in 2020. I'm gonna start off with the Photo Finish Light Primer. I don't even know if you guys can see that, for Smashbox. And so that happened. But I turned 31. So my birthday is December 12th. So I turned 31 last year. Feels so weird saying that because I feel like I just turned 31 since my birthday's in December. But yeah, so that happened. And it's very weird. Oh no, I forgot a mirror. Hold on. I just hit myself on my desk. Anyway, where was I? I turned 31, which is crazy to me that I'm 31 now, but it's actually pretty awesome at the same time. But yeah, so that happened. Looking for a new job. YouTube. I think the last video I uploaded was almost a month ago, and that was a holiday outfits lookbook. I'm going to be using the Nudestix tinted cover. As you can see, it's well loved because I need to buy a new one. It's almost finished. Put on a Real Techniques brush. And yeah. So what have you guys been up to? Like, tell me things in the comments of like what your 2019 was like, your 2020 was like. Hopefully is gonna be like, sorry, what your 2019 was like, and what you hope for 2020 is what I actually meant to say. Wow. It's been a while since I recorded. My apologies. Yeah. But 2019, still good, even though what happened. And I actually am really looking forward to 2020. Like, this is cool. Like, I know people are always like, oh, doing this whole New Year, New Me thing really isn't that great. To be honest, I really don't make New Year's resolutions anymore. I stopped making them years ago. I actually just believe that you have the power to kind of just do what you need to do for yourself, to be honest. Like, if you really want something to happen, you'll make it happen. Like, I feel like if you really have that passion and that drive, that you'll be able to do so much more than you thought you could, and it'll just be awesome for you. So I actually do really believe that, and I actually think that if you have a dream, that you can make it happen, because hard work does pay off as long as you keep trying. So that's another thing. This is a skin tint, so all it does is really even out my skin. But yeah, so overall, I think that 2019 was an interesting year. Like, you saw a lot of stuff happen, a lot of stuff went down, and it was fun. I will say it was fun. I had a lot of things. I think the coolest thing about my 2019, not gonna lie, was my birthday, because I had great surprises. My boyfriend, he went all out. It was so cool, just because I got to do and experience so many things. It was so much fun and surprising for me, because I've never actually had anyone do stuff like that for me before. So it was really nice. Voice went really high pitched. But what I was actually gonna say is, you know, got makeup everywhere. My Christmas, I was sick on my Christmas. So that was terrible. Oh man. So I was so sick that I actually didn't even end up going to my family Christmas because I was still really contagious. Like I was contagious. I did something so much fun on Christmas. I actually played a game at my boyfriend's parents' place. It's like you wrap a gift in saran wrap, like small gifts over and over and over again, and then you have to like unwrap it with gloves on. Like you can do it with oven mitts. I actually didn't even know this was a game until like last Christmas, pretty much. Yeah, but it was so much fun. I actually had never experienced something like that before, so that was a lot of fun. And I really, really enjoyed it. I'm using the Nars Soft Matte Concealer in the shade Caramel. By the way, guys, I'll have everything listed down below what I'm using, just in case if I forget to say it. But some of the goals that I have for 2020, really and truthfully, upping my game on YouTube and like uploading more often and more consistently. Consistency is key. And then also updating my blog. I don't know if you guys know this, but I actually do have a blog dedicated to fashion, beauty, and lifestyle, just like my channel. It's called Pages of My Life. The domain is pagesofmy.life. I'll put that across the screen and also in the down bar so you guys can go check it out. Also, you guys should follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is at brittanyjordan12. I also have a second Instagram that is dedicated specifically to my blog, pagesofmy.life. So I will list those down below. So if you guys want to give it a follow, see what I post, interact with me, get to know me, follow you guys back, because I enjoy finding new people to follow on Instagram all the time, especially creative people, just because like I'm really into photography and stuff. Anyway, back to the life update. So that's a thing. So currently in the market, trying to work on establishing more of a presence with social media, YouTube, my blog, really trying to up that and go into that boss mode that I used to have. I put a lot of pressure on myself actually, trying to be like this ultimate person, but all that did was make me feel like I wasn't that great. And then I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Maybe I shouldn't be doing YouTube because I'm not as interesting as other people. But I'm an interesting, weird character, and I think that is still fun to be a part of. So, yeah. Also, who doesn't like weird people? I know I do. Okay, so moving on from all that, we're actually going to set this concealer. I'm going to wipe my finger with this wipe that I found. Got it in a sample from Sephora, actually. The powder I'm going to use to set is actually this little tiny mini that I got in a Sephora order from Fenty Beauty. It is so tiny. You can't even see that. The reflection is crazy. It is a little tiny mini size of Fenty's Instant Retouch Setting Powder in Cashew. I really like this color. I have the other color in the big jar. Oh, what is after the one? It's Cashew. I can't remember what it is, but I'll put it there so I can tell you what color I normally use. I just can't remember off the top of my head. But I'm going to go in with a small Real Technique setting brush. I'm just going to pop a little bit of this under my eyes. Even though I use a soft matte concealer, I still use powder. I have like kind of combination skin, I guess. My skin has changed a lot from having eczema. My eczema ultimately has made my skin dry around my mouth area. So I actually have to use more hydrating things there. Like I sometimes will use like a hydrating primer around my mouth because the eczema has really kind of taken all the moisture out of my skin. My skin used to be oily. It still is, but now it's like I want to be dry around the perimeter of my mouth and my chin and all that great stuff, which sucks. So use that to quickly set. Another goal that I have for 2020, other than just being more consistent on YouTube and like creating content, is also being more consistent on Instagram and posting. I think that's another reason why I started the Instagram for my blog, was so that the blog images that I take for posts and stuff can be posted on something dedicated to the actual blog. Like my personal Instagram, I like to post selfies and like outfit pictures, but my blog is about the posts that I create that kind of go along. So I kind of like the idea of having them be separate. I forgot how crazy it is to rebuild an Instagram though, to have people be interested. That's another thing. I unfollowed so many people on Instagram Why? One, they don't interact with me. Either I wasn't really feeling their content anymore. It was kind of like a purge to get rid of people who really aren't a part of it. And I also realized how many people I personally know who don't like or comment, share any of the things that I created. Excuse me. And I wanted to kind of go into that saying, you know what, look, if you don't like what I create and you don't want to be a part of it, that's fine, but I'm not going to keep following you and interacting and dealing with your, like, interacting with your content, because it's not really fair to me. I'd rather interact with people and have people follow me who want to and who want to see what I create, because it drives me nuts. Okay, next thing we're going to go in with is we're going to go in with the Fenty contour stick in Truffle. I love this. I've used a lot of it, actually. It's really, really, really good. I like this for every day because it's easy to blend. Easy to blend. I don't actually wear that much on my face, let's be real. My makeup habits have changed so much. I used to be the girl who like wore full coverage everything. Full coverage foundation, full coverage concealer. I still like that, don't get me wrong. But I've also come to terms with the fact that like I don't need to actually wear all that every day. I'm using the same Real Techniques brush that I used to put on my base because this blends really nicely. I still love full coverage, just not for every day. Maybe for like a photo or something like that. But yeah, I've also been really inspired by Samantha Ravindal, Canadian legend. She is like, everything is either buildable, like sheer and just luminous and beautiful, to be honest. I'm just gonna buff this into my skin. Pull that up. I like the idea of my products blending into my face to kind of give me more of that bronze look. Yeah, look how nice that looks. That looks nice. I've really been inspired by her to kind of really embrace that. Also, too, when she created her second Instagram, Sam Ravindal, I don't know if I'm saying her name right, but she is more creative and she's also really inspiring to me. And I'm trying to be able to get back that creativity that I lost. So that's a goal in 2020, is to be creative and to embrace it, which I am very much looking forward to. See, look how nice that looks. I think that not natural, but well-blended makeup I think looks amazing on the skin. It also looks great every day because it just enhances your natural beauty. You don't have to make it if you don't want to, but this is super, super nice. And I think that it looks really pretty. Like, it's not super overdone, like that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so after putting on my contour, I normally would go in now. I do my brows. So I got into doing soap brows. One from the Pixie sisters, and two because of Nikki Makeup. She's amazing. So she had a discount code for soap brows. Take a little bit of setting spray. And we're gonna spray this into here. Also, job hunting in 2020 is hard. It is difficult. Not because people aren't hiring, it's just, I sometimes feel like the amount of opportunities seems slightly like, not limited, but it's just different. It's very, very different looking for a job in your 30s than when you were in your 20s or a teenager, because it seems like jobs just like fell into your lap. Just rubbing the brush back and forth so I can pick up the product. I feel like it was so different when I was in my 20s looking for a job than it is now. I don't know if you guys agree with that or not, but that's how I feel. Being in my 30s and looking for a job and almost feeling like you're starting over again is the weirdest feeling, because you're like, okay, so what do I do now? But at the same time, you're like, oh, the job market is hard to get into. It's very different from what it was a decade ago when I was younger and in my 20s. Yeah. Soap brows is what I've been using to just hold my brows up. I've really grown in my eyebrows quite a bit. So this is what my eyebrows look like. This is just the soap brows holding the hairs up. So they're actually quite, I think they look good. I normally put this in and I let it sit and I'm gonna let it dry. I take my finger and I gently push this down just so that it kind of adheres, and I'm gonna let that set. The next thing I'm gonna actually do in the meantime, put blush on. I love Nudestix. Anyone who follows me or knows me or looks on my Instagram, you guys know how much I love Nudestix. Really been, I've always loved their blush in the nude. It's like a peachy color. I really like Naughty and Spice as well, so I'm gonna show you that. This color is beautiful. It also comes with a brush on the end. I never really used that though, but look how pretty that color is. So nice. So nice, so nice. One thing I have been doing though that's a bit different, again, same brush because I don't feel like having to get another brush, is I've been putting my brush on it and then applying it to my face. I used to apply it directly to my face and then blend it out, but now I've been using my brush to do that. I love blush, and I'm aware of the fact that it may look like I have too much blush on, but I love blush. I think blush is really pretty, but look how pretty that color is. You see how that tied in so pretty? So pretty, so well, I mean. And then do the other side. Love this. It's one of their colors that they had initially had released when they kind of like first came out, and I love this color. This color is so flattering on so many people. Like this is, look at that. And it blends out beautifully, and it's matte, but not like dry matte, if that makes any sense. It makes the skin, it makes you look like rosy and flushed and pretty. One thing I do learn is, yes, I put blush across the top of my nose because it just naturally gives that flush look, and I think that looks really nice. I also learned that from Smith & Robinson. Now, I don't always fill in my eyebrows for everyday makeup. I sometimes will just use a tinted brow gel. The tinted brow gel I've been using is the Milk Kush brow gel. Can you even see that? Brow gel in the color Grind. Grind. It's not focusing, but it's Grind. I know that I put soap brow in, but when it's every day, I just take this and I gently brush this tinted gel through my brows, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't need to fill in my brows that much. The tinted brow gel just helps to deepen up the color, and it just makes them look really nice. Look at the difference. See that? Just makes them look like they're just there. But yeah, this life update is turning into a makeup tutorial. That was not my intention. But I really think that you can make the most of 2020 if you truly believe in yourself. For the longest time, I didn't really believe in myself. I didn't really have as much confidence because I was always so scared that I was doing something wrong or that I wasn't as interesting or anything like that. And I was putting a lot of pressure on myself, and I think that's why it was so difficult for me. Like the videos I put up in 2019, I love them. From the vlogs to the style videos to the hauls, I love this. This is something that I enjoy doing. Like I actually went to school and studied fashion. But when I put it onto YouTube, I felt like I was putting myself out there. I started putting pressure on myself and comparing myself. So this year, I do not plan on doing that. I think that everybody subtly compares himself to somebody that they follow or many people. But what I can say is I know that that's something that I sometimes do. But I also know that I'm not required to be like them. I just have to be myself and be happy with it and be satisfied with that. And I've learned a lot since turning 30. Now I'm 31. I'm like, no, I like me. So hopefully you guys like me too and you want to stick around. If you do want to stick around, hit the subscribe button, like this video, hit the notification bell so you don't miss an upload, and also comment down below what you'd like to see from me. I mean, you saw on my channel, I vlog a little bit. I do fashion a lot. I do hauls, home decor. That's another thing I do. But yeah, if you want to stay a part of this Pages of My Life fam, you know what to do. What am I gonna do next? Lost my train of thought. Oh, that's right. I'm actually finished my makeup, let's be honest. Lips, that's what I have to do, but I also have to put on highlighter. I am holding a Fenty highlighter. I'm not actually using this one, even though it's beautiful. Look at that. Look at that, stunning. So shiny. I'm actually gonna be using the Jaclyn Hill Luminous Powder and the color Brilliant. I actually like this. It heavily reminds me of the Hourglass powders. But Hourglass is like, Hourglass is Hourglass. Like who, come on. Hourglass is like a legend. I'm gonna take a bit of this. This came with it. This is the brush that I don't remember. This is a JO2 brush that came with this because the individual sold out, so I had to buy it in the set when she launched. I'm gonna grab a bit of the powder from this. You don't need very much of this, and it is a powder meant to be luminous, but not shiny or like a beaming highlight. Like if you want a really strong highlight, you have to go in with an actual like highlighter. This is almost like the, like I said, it's like the Hourglass powders. Only difference is that this is a loose powder instead of it being in a baked version. This just makes the skin have a nice subtle glow to it without it being too crazy. Let's pop that on. I also don't wear a ton of highlight when I would look like this. When I normally every day I do wear quite a bit of highlight, let's be honest. Okay, so that's on. As usual, sometimes, by the way, every day I sometimes don't wear mascara, if you can believe that. Sometimes I don't feel like it. But I will be using Fenty Gloss Bomb as my lip product. I sometimes don't wear a mascara. I also just forgot to pick up my mascara, so I'm gonna have to go get it. Yeah. Who doesn't love Gloss Bomb? Look at that. Color is so pretty. Actually this enhances your natural lips. Let me grab my mascara instead of talking about me not wearing any, because this is my everyday makeup after all. I feel like this went from a life update and goals to a makeup tutorial to me rambling. So sorry. It's not what I wanted to do. And no, I don't put mascara on my bottom lashes because I don't like it. I actually don't think it suits me at all. Does anyone else's mouth, like, why do our mouths hang open when we put on mascara? I don't understand. Never understood that. Oh, that made such a difference. Like, now I look like somebody. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry I'm being I'm so excited to film, but like I'm also nervous since I haven't done it in over a month. So I'm just everywhere. But yeah, this is how I actually am all the time. All right. Look at that. That's nice. Okay, me and my scratchy voice. So this is the finished look on my face. My hair is up because it's in twists and I don't want to take them down. What do we think? All right, guys, thank you again for watching and following up with me, checking in with me, hearing me ramble and do a bunch of other things. But seriously though, I would love to know what your 2020 goals are. Put them down. Doesn't have to be a resolution, just something that you want to do differently. I want to upload more frequently on YouTube. I want to upload more on Instagram. I want to build a community for Pages of My Life, and I want you guys to be a part of that. I also now know that I don't need to be like everybody else and just to enjoy it. And that's the best part. So yes, let me know down below what you guys think. If you guys enjoy me rambling, or actually if you guys enjoy me putting on makeup, thumbs this video up. Don't forget to like, comment, as well as subscribe to come back for more and hit the notification bell. And I will see you guys later. In the meantime, you guys can watch one of these two videos. And also let me know what you think. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.